When I moved to another country at the age of 16, I faced numerous challenges. The language barrier was one of most significant. However, I determined to overcome it, integrate it in my new surroundings. Fortunately, I discovered that there were clubs specifically for teenagers from my homeland, and I met every Saturday. Eager to make new friends, I decided to join. The gathering revolved around playing board games, which was a lot of fun. Everything seemed perfectly fine until conversation took an unexpected turn toward discussing Jesus. As someone who believes in him, I didn't mind at first. I realized there was no mention of God. I began to feel like I hadn't been deceived. I couldn't help but wonder, why can they be more upfront about their religious focus? It later became clear the group was in fact a sect. This revelation left me in a state of confusion. Reflecting on my experience back in my home country where I had been part of a religious group, I decided to seek out a similar community in my new location. This decision turned out to be one of the best I ever made. Attending the meetings in the church not only helped me to learn the language more effectively, but also my connection with God. Being in a church environment, I understood the purpose of my presence there, which provided a sense of clarity and belongings. Most importantly, I found people who shared my values and beliefs. They refrained from smoking, drinking, and using profanity, which aligned with my personal principles. This newfound community not only helped me develop myself, but also introduced me to some incredible friends. From this story you can see that I found a good community for myself. And we will talk about private ones. They are becoming popular right now. Some of them are big help for young men. It's like internet communities. There can be private for money, and also there is like board games for $5 and whatever, something like this exists. But what is community? In dictionary, it's a group of people living in the same place or having particular characteristic in common. We'll start from first bullet point. It is appeal to unloneliness. If you're living by yourself, if you're living alone, and you are starting your self-improvement journey, you will do it. You will go to the gym, you will wake up early, you will be disciplined. But how long will it take you to break? With people that encourage you to do things with same interest, you will do better. There was like history that Hamza told on his channel, that he was doing squats with his teammate, with his friend, and he was doing like in this way, like this. And this way was harder than normal one. And his friend saw it and said, this is harder one. You know, when you're doing squats like this, it's harder than normal. And he started to do the same thing. Even though it was harder, they were looking at each other and making more progress because they were together and were motivated to bulk up. But let's focus on community. So online you have another things. You have Discord communities, Reddit ones, you have Facebook groups, and so many stuff. And this teach you what? That first thing, how to find the spiel. Check social media. Groups that in your area. Find people that can share experience from these groups. Ask in your school, university, in your work, for clubs. Maybe after work they're meeting to go to a pub, to speak, to socialize, to have fun. And also social events may help. Birthday at someone's place, you can meet new peoples and they will tell you about their meetings. Next thing, second bullet point, is that community make your life easier. Simply by speaking, by sharing your thoughts, you understanding yourself more. By writing notes, you understanding your feelings. This is first tip. If you want to understand yourself more, you want to make your life easier, find a good community that will help you. And third thing, there are many bad moves. Same as good moves. 50-50 I would say. Because you know, there are community for people in black, there are community for smokers, but also there is community for helping alcoholic people. there is community for playing board games, and you need to choose the right one. There is community for gym members, for house guys, for, you know, lot culture style football club in your university. If you joined one, if you came to the first meeting with you and you understand that this ain't good, just leave it. It doesn't mean that you need to be there all the time, just leave it. Also interesting thing that you are not connected with them, like it's not a school. You don't need to be present all the time. My story, I joined this group which are playing board games every Saturday, and I'm not constantly going there because, you know, I understand that there is a time when my priorities are higher than something that is just relationships, then that my studies or my works is more important than relationship with other people and having fun. You don't need to participate fully. You just can test some and then find that something that you like. And this is pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't be nice, be good. See you in the next one.
Well-being.